So, again, digital industrialization is not a big bang. I think there is one thing you have to remember is the fact that finding the software that will help you to deliver all the requirements, you know, the 500 lines of your spreadsheet where there is all the feature that maybe will happen one day, it's not a good way to feel the requirements of your objective, whatever they're coming from, IT or marketing. At the end, it's all about making revenues, generating businesses, branding of your company, and this has to be managed with an iterative process. There is no big bang. Even if some vendors told you that, yeah, choosing the technologies, the entire suite will make this happen in your organization. The problem is, maybe you're not ready, and believe me, you're not, because there is a lot of things to do, a lot of things to understand. This market is moving so fast that sometimes it's better, the best way to handle that is to build great foundation and not chasing the latest gadgets that maybe your department are not able to use it yet. So what is digital industrialization? So first, I think you understood now, it's not a big bang. It's a foundation. So, is it new? Is it something we decided saying, okay, the business model of Jahia is not good, now we do digital industrialization? Wrong. Since day one, we thought that convergence was, and still is, a key word in our strategy. Since day one, Jahia is an open source content platform that combines WCM, web content management, document management, and portal with a unified, business-friendly interface. Meaning that from a business user perspective, considering a digital portal page, everything is content, whatever the source, whatever the type, whatever the technology underneath. Knowing that nowadays, content and business application are aggregated together with device and personal contextualization. This convergence is really the main driver of the current version of Jahia, the 6.6, particularly when we launch at this period of time the multi-channel capabilities. So convergence for digital marketers, this is JahiaXCM, the product you know today, and we aim to deliver fantastic, unified ease of use beyond all the obsolete technology separation you knew before, meaning that web, document, portal, collaborative, and social content are, must be unified and must be managed for all type of project, whether it's on a website or on mobile device. And we provide the most advanced and easy to use interface for content contributors. We make huge improvement here on version 6.6, and there is new things that are happening with version 7, and I will come back to that later. Of course, there is no a single software vendor that says that their interface is not easy to use, but actually, again, when we say something, we truly deliver it. The other thing is, for advanced usage, and as soon as you try to build particular pages with personalization, with a lot of media, videos, we try to make the user interface with selectors that let simple author, without knowing what is underneath, you drag and drop, and you build your page, of course, if you have the right to do it. And for us, drag and dropping a picture or drag and dropping a feature, like a rating, like a comment, like a Twitter feed, or a Flickr integration, again, it's a matter of drag and dropping. If you have the right to use a component, you drag and drop it into the page and get the result without calling your developer again. And without breaking the design of your designer because he's crazy about that. So if you want also to create section, new pages, or personalized access to a particular community, you right-click, you create a page. If you have to make translation, we develop side-by-side interface to ease this very particular work that sometimes is complex to do. We also integrate, because today there is no a single website that do not require digital asset management. You need pictures, you need video, there is no question about that, and having two systems that you have to integrate and maintain, and becoming a software vendor is not scalable anymore. So again, since day one, the digital asset management was really important in Jahia, and in the latest version, we really improved that, delivering a software directly into the interface of the user and let them managing the picture, managing the document, and after that use directly into the page they are currently building. And of course, we also have extended the in-context capabilities of the Jahia authoring by providing a way to build your page directly in the rendering of a mobile context. And of course, preview the result considering a persona, a group of people, or a timeline. You also are able to use applications to engage your audience like blogs, forum, wiki, or newsletter. So now, and I remember the first time I met analysts, a lot of times they told me, what is Jahia? Is it a portal? Is it a global UCM? What you are? And our vision was, this division, we deeply think that at the end, the convergence will happen where you will not speak about that type of market division because they are based on technology reason. And now it's happening. And this is when I talk about alignment, and this is the very reason why we work with Gartner here, is because their definition of user experience that now is really spread on the market clearly emphasizes exactly what we wanted to deliver with Jahia. Meaning that, and this is both important, developers and users have with user interface, a single integrated technology, tying together tools that have been separated before in order to create a lot of different projects like website, portal, matchup, rich internet application, and of course, mobile application. But there is a convergence that is not happening yet. And this is, at least we will ring a bell exactly with what Mick was explaining just before, but this discussion between marketing and IT where marketing say, okay, we need a new, name it, content management platform, web content management platform, whatever, but we need something new because we are not able to deliver the digital objective of the company with the current tools. And IT answer, wow, we don't understand. As soon as you request something, we deliver it. And the answer came back just after saying, no, we are not able to use it. Or we do not understand, or as soon as we want to make an evolution, we need to call you, and sometimes 6 months later we get the result and it's not exactly what we expect, or it's not usable. And I mean, it may be funny when you read that on a Dilbert cartoon, but the consequences are really not funny. If you, for instance, there is an analysis group called the Standish Group that say, and they are analyzing all the IT projects, particularly in US, and they say that more than 70% of IT projects failed. 70%. What a waste of money, of time, of work, of great people. What a failure. So, and I mean, you can say, okay, it's from an analyst. Yeah, but I mean, this discussion between those two groups of people, I actually is that a lot of time, and including on major cooperation, where we were against, you know, the big players. We won against HP, Adobe, or Oracle, and during this particular RFP process I'm thinking about, and I do not have the right to say the name of the customer, but it really happened and we won. And during the first hearing, we were the only one to actually deliver a demo of the product that make both departments happy. And before that demonstration, this dialogue exactly appear. They say exactly that. And the IT guys say, but why we are here? Why do we need a new CMS? We build a CMS and we work on it for the last 30 years, and it's exactly doing what you expect. And the marketing say, we have to make more than 50% of revenue in the next following years online, and it's not possible because we do not understand the tool. Maybe it's delivering exactly what we want, but we can use it. It was exactly that dialogue. So why such a failure? One of the main reasons is, and we think there is a lot of reasons. I mean, there is no one single reason because, again, it's like a magic candle. You say, oh, this is the reason. Bam, project done. No, it's more complex. But at least one of the main reasons we identify is roadblocks in the project. And what I mean by roadblocks mean complex operations done manually using different tools and targeting different environments, combined with the fact that too many digital project evolution requires development and development teams. The problem is the life cycle, the requirements and the life cycle of marketing and business department are definitely not the same compared to the life cycle of the work delivered by IT departments. And that's why it's fighting. And meaning that you try to deploy in your organization a lot of agile methodology, but the problem is, operationally speaking, you are not agile yet because of those roadblocks. So this pain, it's not new. It's really not new. But it's still the most major organization pain that kills operational and digital agility and really make your costs skyrocket. I also have another example where a company, a huge insurance company, deploy a project with personalization and deliver it to the business with a 6 months period of time. And they discover at the very end that the way they build it was not what it has been expected by the people of the marketing department. In that particular situation, you have two options. You say, because it's a mission critical project, you say, okay, it's not what we expect, but we have to deliver the project, the digital project, and we will have to use it, and maybe it's only delivering 10% of our objective, but we need it. So people of the marketing department will be, or business people, will have to use a tool that do not control, that do not master, and that not definitely fulfilling 100% of the requirements, but they have to do it. The percentage of failure of such configuration is really high, of course, and at least there is a lot of frustration everywhere in your organization because the IT department thinks they work hard to deliver something, and the IT department thinks that nobody has been listening to their requirements. The other option is we cannot afford to redevelop the entire project, so we kill the project. You lose money. So the new digital presence paradigm is today each web or mobile project is mission critical. It's not a marketing buzzword anymore. It's real. So content and business application are tied together. And yes, business and IT team need to work together. So with our new software suite, we specifically target those roadblocks. A process we started with the launch of the Jahia Studio back in 2011 with the 6.5, the first and exclusive, and still exclusive, visual user experience builder of the market. With the new Jahia Studio version, Jahia will deliver an uninterrupted, optimized, and continuous production flow of digital presence from the business need to the final digital rendering. Completely synchronized with code repository for developers, our exclusive new product, the private App Store infrastructure, the new studio offers to dev team a complete distributed environment for developing their project. Even avoiding the requirement of a desktop IDE for some evolution required on an existing modules, thanks to our new integrated tools. The new studio also allows new designer tools that involve people to actually see, visualize the evolution of a template, of a module, of an application development process, and test it on the fly using a test platform connected to the private App Store environment. As a true consequence, techies and marketers work together in quick and effective iterations to prototype, develop, and validate. What we aim here is to end the tunnel effect era. The last roadblocks we want to, of course, kill for you and for your project is the roadblocks between content production and content delivery. So marketing teams get control over the main objectives in total autonomy, ensure brand consistency through all the websites, adapt their content to each required channel, and create at will any global and localized digital initiatives, manipulate any type of content, assemble fully fledged websites based on predefined templates, and socially engage visitors by drag and dropping related modules and validated content. And to do so, they do not have to rely on developers or designers as soon as the work is done, validated. After that, they are autonomous to deliver it because we build an interface that exactly delivers that, a comprehensive in-context editing mode for managing their digital portals. And of course, also using in-context edition for mobile rendering. Create website, build a page with modules, whatever, again, the technology underneath, and the source of data they aggregate, even if a Flickr, an SAP, a Salesforce component. When they have the right to do it, they can use it and fulfill and fill forms that are really comprehensive and, again, do not rely on developers to do it. So in the end, they build, launch, and manage state-of-the-art digital portal initiatives that combine personalized content and business application. And you have some example here of our existing customers. Once validated, these modules are distributed through enterprise private app store and validated. Those components don't put corporate assets and mission-critical projects at risk. On the cloud, on-premise, or on hybrid test, integration, and finally, production environment, thanks to the integration of a solid or deployment technology for the apps, we implemented with the version 7 the OSGI framework. But one thing, OSGI has a reputation of being really complex to implement. Forget about that. Again, like with the studio, we target to lower the entry barrier. The way you build module, even if there are OSGI in terms of deployment, the way you build a module is as simple as developing a Drupal module, but with the power of all the Java frameworks we have in the core platform, but you do not see the complexity You build simple modules, and we deal with the complex stuff, and you don't see it. And to manage that, to say, I want this version of the module or this new application for that particular project, I do not want roadblocks anymore. You take the module, you test it, you deploy it. It's only a question of managing interface, no manual operation that, again, are a source of risk. And eventually, be on time, on budget, with an effective capitalization and project investment. You can reuse modules and business applications you developed from one project to another, thanks to our private App Store software, which can be shared with your integration partner. With safe and validated components, you do not spend anymore. You have a foundation to invest. Your mission-critical projects life cycle are not jeopardized by operational roadblocks anymore, meaning agility comes true. So we launched a website where all this concept of digital industrialization is described, explained, and again, it's not a question of, it's not a big bang. But it's really a strong, a solid foundation, an evolution of a vision that now is completed with this version. And to make a deeper understanding of, and deeper overview to understand why is Jahia 7, please welcome Clément. Clément Heger is, so Clément Heger is a product marketing director, and I mean, he's in charge of the roadmap. So what you see here is coming from his brain and discussion, a lot of discussion we have. And yeah, I mean.
Thank you.